I'm a John Bellion fan. I love his music. And he put out a brand new song 3 days ago called Wash. Hey everybody, welcome to the Ultimate YouTube channel. It's your girl, Rosalie. This is so freaking powerful. Guess what time it is? Let's keep this short and simple, but I had to come on here. So often we're stuck in our own little world, but it's all so much bigger than we realize. I always feel like listening to his stuff is going to be like opening an Easter egg. You never know what you're going to get, which makes this all the more fun. Are you ready? Oh, and for those who don't know, John Bellion is he's an American singer-songwriter and a rapper. And he's best known for his 2016 single, All Time Low. Yes, that one kind of just blew him up. And I'm excited. Here we go. Ready? What the heck? Hold on, real quick. It says in the caption, this was filmed on the glaciers in Iceland. Mýrdalsjökull. Mýrdalsjökull. Glacier in Iceland. Let me start over. No green screens were used in the making of this video, it says. Oh my gosh. This is going to be amazing footage. Very eerie, sci-fi, mystical movie. Ooh.
Treat your body like a river and let it wash over me. See you coming at me like a wave and let it wash over me. Touch me 12 ways, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. Treat your body like a river and let it wash over me. See you coming at me like a wave and let it wash over me. Touch me 12 ways, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. You see me from a third eye point of view. Oasis in my arms, my wonderwall. You fit me right. You fit
This was incredible. John Bellion is an absolute artist. Absolute artist. And I feel like we've got to open our minds and our hearts to what might really be behind all of this, beyond what we perceive. Now, that sounds hippity dippity deep, but I'm serious. On a surface level, we see amazing footage, we hear a cool beat, we think, okay, this is catchy, or some people might think this is not for me, this is too chaotic, I don't get it. And so sometimes I feel like when you have an artist like this, it takes a second, at least for me, to pause and to allow myself to experience it fully and to dive into the depth of it. On a surface level, I'm seeing a song that could either be seen as something very spiritual, a longing to get lost and be known and be so consumed by something that is beyond us. Maybe a God who would say to us, "You are more gorgeous than the day that I met you, the day that you breathed your first and you were conceived and put on this earth." And maybe a longing for something beyond us to be washed over, to get lost in nature. And it would be fitting in my mind because you see all these amazing, powerful moments of nature, from the raging water to the rushing waves hitting the cliffs and the rocks, to the fire, to the glaciers and the icy waters, to him covered and drenched in rain. Very raw, very real footage. So there was this element of, is this something spiritual and beyond, which psychologically may tap into a deep hunger many of us have, of being not only one with nature, but finding peace and being consumed by something. I think that can tie into an existential longing that many of us have if we dare think about death and life, if we dare stare at the sun, as Dr. Irvin Yalom says, if we dare deal with our existential fears and our desire for freedom, our desire for relationship, and to find meaning in life. When we think of those things, I think many of us can find this hunger inside to be consumed, surrounded, and in touch with something beyond us. And of course, on our day-to-day, when we're trying to pay bills and go through the motions and we're struggling, there's no time for that, right? Not everybody's as privileged of going and traveling the world and exploring the amazing wonders of this earth. But I think regardless if you can travel or if you remember that there's beauty and uncertainty, which can be exciting if you look at it the right way, even in the mundane, we can find a sense of wonder. And so I'm perceiving that feeling here. But of course, this is also subjective to a degree. I then also see a thematics that could maybe be in correlation with relationship, the type of intimacy with someone where there's element of sexuality even, and passion and sensuality, where you want this other person to wash over you and touch you in all the different ways and treat your body like a river. So maybe this is also a love song to someone saying, "You are more gorgeous than the day I met you. I want to be consumed by you. I want sexually, romantically, intimately, in a deeper way than maybe even just physically, right? Maybe in a way that is beyond just touch or the act of actual deep intimacy, deeply knowing." And that too, just looking at it, spirituality aside, from a human relational standpoint, sexuality, sensuality, etc., that too is a human desire, for some more than others, right? This desire to be known by someone, to be intimate, to be consumed, to be safe with them and loved. Coming at me like a wave, wash over me, him drenched in all that water. Is this, again, play on relationship and sexuality and all the things that happen in that process? Left eye waterfall, you see me from a third eye point of view. Oasis in my arms, my wonder wall. And that's cute because I wonder if using the word wonder wall is a nod to the song Wonderwall, which is a song by Oasis from 1995. So to say Oasis in my arms, my Wonderwall is pretty cool. That throwback to the 95 major hit Wonderwall by Oasis, where they say today is going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Okay, so little nods to a timeless hit that went viral and just blew up, to a major love song. You fit me right. I don't need a star. Your face is like a full-blown universe. So looking through the lyrics more and more, I do think like this is a relational song about a human being. But again, it could be seen as something so much bigger because of the way that he paints his love and the relationship and the intimacy here and the sensuality. It could be bigger than that because of things like treat your body like a river. Lay your grace on me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You amaze me. When she walks away, that's my baby. Okay. So this is beautiful. I mean, what a song to write and sing for the person you love, right? But singing it in such a way that you are beautifully showcasing the magnitude of that love and of that beauty of this person and of the intimacy and the sexuality and the connection you have with this person, using words like hallelujah and grace, right, that are more religiously used terms a lot of times, or terms used in association with spirituality, really showcasing this is the type of love that I have, what this person means to me. I think so. There's something beautiful about opening our hearts to something like this. Not everyone is as fortunate to experience that in life, but I think all of us long for that. A love that goes beyond just the surface. And then to have someone so talented that would write a song like so, imagine being on the receiving end of something like that. Isn't that beautiful? But I also loved, and this is something I noticed, how it was so artistic because it went from being almost wild, if you will, being very static and the flashing of scenery from the gas station to that amazing landscape in Iceland, to maybe there's a bread thread here. Maybe there's more of a storyline where it would make more sense as we keep listening to the songs, the various songs that are to come. But it's this escape, if you will, from a place that many of us know, a gas station in the middle of the night, right? And you have this view and these flashes of moments to something that is so glorious and overpowering, like those glaciers and like the nature and the roaring waters. And it felt very much, even the way he was moving, felt very almost as if he's high on some type of drug, just twitching and the effects of some type of intoxication. And as the song progressed, he started getting calmer, it felt like. And it was a crazy artistic contrast in a good way of seeing the flashing of different scenery, of seeing him twitching and acting very erratic, if you will, in contrast with the musical composition where there was a lot of crescendo through the strings and the, was it a guitar or a mandolin at one point, that brought in a lightheartedness and a playfulness, an element of romance, romantic feeling. And then the crescendo and the drama of the strings, all in contrast with the roaring river. It was very much this collision of opposites. You got the static and the erratic, and then the long drawn out sound of the strings. You got the drama and the effects along with the more melodious and the playful and romantic of the stringed instruments and of the guitar, mandolin, whatever it was, the beat, right? It all flowed together beautifully, but it was various elements. And I think that also puts in music and in words what relationship and love is like, right? You got the moments of rage and waves and intention and passion, sometimes in a good way, a lot of passion, sometimes in a bad way. There's a fight or there's tension and a struggle. But when you stick it through and you have the right person to do this with, there's still this beautiful marriage between all of it. You have elements that may seem chaotic in contrast to the peaceful and the harmonious. You have the majestic nature in contrast with something that's burning and hot like that. What was it? Some type of torch or some type of branding stick of sorts, right? You have, which if that was a branding stick, that would be very poetic, because if you are so in love and so mesmerized by someone, it also feels like being branded by them. You belong to them, you have that mark, if you will. So much language here that is so poetic and so much more great and more grandiose than just a simple love song. Again, in contrast with the crescendo, the strings, the romantic, the static, all which are very much part of human love and romance and passion and intimacy, because it is not just mundane. It's not just one simple ride where everything is always the same. And I feel like this song has beautifully painted that picture. Treat your body like a river, let it wash over me, to see the ice, to see the water, being reminded that that is what we are and what love is and what relationship is and what existence is. There's moments of ice and hardness, moments where the water flows, moments where it evaporates like steam. There's a lot of passion or tension or heat, whatever you want to call it. You see me from a third eye point of view. To me, this also says, you know me in a way that nobody else can perceive me and see me. You fit me. Your face is a full-blown universe. I mean, if there is an ultimate love song, this would be it. This is just nuts. That was absolutely beautiful. What do you think? I'll see you on the next ride. Hey, Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!